Hello and welcome back. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers The Last Night Mission to Cybertron Deluxe class Skullitron. As always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging and then we'll take a closer look at Skullitron. As with the Deluxe class Megatron, Skullitron's packaging is practically identical other than the name and the product images on the back of the box. So we've got a picture of Skullitron in both his robot mode as well as his dragon mode. It says that he has decodable glyphs on the wings, and at the top it just says that he is a Knight of Cybertron. On the side of the packaging there are just some more Cybertronian glyphs and a really cool image of Optimus Prime and Megatron fighting on Cybertron. So that's about it for the packaging. Let's bring in Skullitron. And here we have the wickedly detailed Skullitron figure. As you can see, the paint application and the head sculpt on this guy is amazing. Now this is just a retool / repaint of the Wave 2 Stillbane. However, the differences on this guy definitely help to separate it from that mold. Really wicked looking head sculpt. You've got all the cracks, dents, the missing eye, the teeth. The paint just really helped to bring out this destroyed, damaged Knight. This is obviously the Knight that was in the ship protecting the staff. All throughout, really wicked looking paint applications throughout the torso and even on the legs. Carries over on the shoulder pads. Would have been nice to have seen some on the arms and on the sword, and especially on the wings, but the paint apps that we have here are definitely fantastic. Now, comparing Skullitron to Stillbane is on the left of the screen and Skullitron on the right, we can see that he has a completely brand new head sculpt. This head sculpt is vastly superior and 10 times more detailed than the previous version, as these are two separate characters. The torso and the shoulder pads have been painted completely different, this one showcasing a more copper effect, which I think is really nice. Turning to accessories, Skullitron comes with the exact same accessory as Stillbane, just this really nicely sculpted sword. Definitely looks like it's been through the wars with all these different ridges and cuts throughout. It has no paint applied, unfortunately. Would have been very nice to have seen this same paint application applied all over the sword. However, it's a nice enough accessory and can be placed in either of Skullitron's hands. Turning to articulation, Skullitron does have a ball joint at the head. This allows him to look down and up. It's not too good side to side, but he can swivel from left to right. It's a very stiff joint. The arms are on a ball joint, so they can hinge outwards, forwards and back, and the shoulder pads are on hinges to allow for further posability. There is a rotation at the upper bicep with a ratcheted just past 90-degree bend at the elbow. There is wrist articulation, however you do need to move the claw with it. Just move side to side. There is no waist articulation due to transformation. However, the legs are on ball joints, so they can kick forwards and backwards out to the sides. There is a hinge joint just above the knee, and there is a bend at 90 degrees. However, the kibble at the back does tend to restrict this. The leg has got a pivot from forwards and backwards due to transformation, and there is a ball joint there as well. So for articulation, it's actually really good, and my tolerance issues are pretty decent on this guy. For a full shot comparison, here is Skullitron compared next to Stillbane. As you can see, the differences are mainly in the paint application and the head sculpt. However, personally I do prefer Skullitron over Stillbane. I just think the look and the design in the head is a lot more appealing to me. I do prefer these more intricate, detailed designs than the simpler curves of the Knight's helmet. That just about wraps it up for the robot mode, so without further ado we will get this guy from looking like this. So looking like this, here we have Skullitron in his extremely ugly and very unflattering dragon mode. I will cover this mode extremely quickly as I just think it's absolutely pathetic, as none of the Knights actually transform into this in the film, and Skullitron certainly doesn't transform. Coming into the head sculpt, we can see that it has been painted with a copper paint with a red eye. It does have detailing of a tongue in there, however it is not painted like Stillbane's. He has got the ears. As you can see, you can just see the legs there. The transformation is pretty cool. I do like how the legs do end up on the opposite ends to each other. There's one leg and there's another. The wings have got some decodable glyphs. I believe you can actually decode these online, and the detail on those is pretty good. However, there is some sloppy imperfections going along. He does have quite a nice silver paint application going along the wings, which Stillbane doesn't. Flipping him over, you can just see the chest. It's just an extremely ugly looking dragon mode. Definitely not a mode that I would display him in. Posability, the head is on a ball joint. It can look up and down and side to side. The mouth can open and close. The ears can hinge forwards and backwards to allow you to animate him. There is a ratchet joint there, but that's mainly due to transformation. You have got the same hinge joint that you had at the legs. This can also swivel. The ball joint there, so you can allow it to get him rotating all the way around. There are ball joints at these arms, so you can pivot them forwards and backwards. However, things do tend to dislodge, and you can hinge the wings out in order to give him this kind of flying effect, which just fails miserably. Overall, that does just about wrap it up for this review. So if you did enjoy this review, please let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you later.